and welcome to Honey Drops from the Sages. It's me again, Onoja Simeon. There's this African proverb that says, the wind does not break a tree that bends. And there's no better time to consider the wisdom behind this proverb than this era of the new normal. I mean, who would have ever thought that the word new and normal would ever fit so perfectly together? But that's the reality of today, so we have to live with it. The problem, however, is that the journey from the old normal to the new normal has not been the easiest of journeys for some people. In the past 4 to 6 months, we've gone from meeting whoever we want, however we want, wherever we want, to getting arrested and in some extreme cases even getting killed for stepping out of our houses. We have moved from our innate desire to meet and make new friends to avoiding people. We have moved from saying bless you when people sneeze to running for cover. Strange times indeed. I must confess that I have been struggling with the reality of this new normal since resuming work on Monday. A face mask has suddenly become more important than your car keys because, of course, your car keys will get you to the office, but without a face mask, you can't get in. We now walk on pre-marked lines in predefined directions to pre-marked spots where we must stand away from people we used to freely hug. And the truth is that some people are at the brink of breaking under the abnormalities of this new normal because it's not like the usual everyday pressures of life have suddenly gone on leave, giving us time to deal with these strange times. People are still having to deal with this along with all the normal or maybe abnormal pressures of life. So there's certainly no better time to consider a proverb that is reminding us that it's not so much about the severity of the storm, but the flexibility of our will, our willingness to adjust. And by adjustment, I mean the behavioral process by which we and other species maintain a balance amidst our various needs, or a balance between our needs and the obstacles around us. You can call it adaptation if you prefer, but what I'm saying in essence is that at some point in life, we all come face to face with obstacles and challenges that would test our flexibility and adaptability. You will, if you haven't yet, have reasons to change the way you think or the way you've always done certain things, and that is the reality of adjustment or change that has become a part of life. The problem, however, is that the ability to adjust or contact the present moment more fully as a conscious human being and to change or persist in behavior when doing so varies from person to person. It is something most of us will have to learn and keep improving upon. We cannot afford to spend today worrying about what we could have done better rather than making the most of what is left of today, or even spend precious life waiting for a fair chance, forgetting that life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain, forgetting that progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything, forgetting that life is a continuous process of adjustment. There are times when we must adjust to get a chance at life, adjust to make the most of the worst, and adjust to help the younger generation redefine their sense of possibilities. And note that by adjustment, we're not talking about anything new. We're talking about something that has always been with us. Life itself is a journey of adaptations. The first being that move from the warmth of the womb to the chaos of the world and all the other abnormalities that we've had to normalize in the course of our lives. Studies have associated low psychological flexibility to depression, substance abuse, poor health conditions, lower quality of life, and several other things. So, whenever life sets us on one of its many uncertain and uncomfortable paths, the following tips might help us to bend in the direction of strength that we may survive the shattering tugs of the wind of life. Number 1, you must accept the change. That's the first thing you must do. Change will definitely come, and when it comes, you must embrace it, you must take it, you must accept it the way it is. You must see these abnormal normalcies as a part of our ongoing experience as humans. Number 2, we have to change our perspective. How you view things determines how you feel about them. Find and maintain explanations and excuses and discussions that keep you optimistic. Number 3, Insist on the right conversations. Avoid conversations that deflate your optimism. Avoid things that would make you feel you're the most unfortunate. Avoid such conversations. Number 4, always work some flexibility into your plans. And this is more or less like a preventive measure. Always have a plan B, plan C, plan D. To plan Z. So that when things start going the wrong way, you always have an alternative to fall back to. Now, I'd like to round up with this short piece. Should I against this storm stand, or for a chance stoop, given that my last thread of hope can no longer hold, as all around me are shreds of shattered dreams? Should I, with or against the storm, stoop, seeing that to stand is no longer a choice, as staying alive is now my only goal? Should I, with the tide flow or against the tide strive, seeing that for most a chance is to flow not against the ills, but with most of it? Should I to arms take or with my arms mend, seeing the tall trees under which I bask in the warmth of peace and unity tread me down for death and its painful tools? Should I to violence resolve, or with valiance restore the courageous conquest of my heroes, the faithful toil of my fathers, and the sacred altar of martyrs long forgotten? In tears I thought, and on a second thought I saw that yes, I've got to stoop, but stooping shouldn't always mean flowing with the eels, for to adapt sometimes is to stoop in the direction of strength. Should I against this storm stand, or for a chance stoop, seeing that all it takes is a mind frame flexible enough to bend, and a mind, man or woman, enough to dare? Seeing that all it takes is a belief strong enough to become, and a back humble enough to bend, although not along with the ills, but as a strategy to avert the certain doom of standing against this shattering tug. Thank you once again for watching this video. I would actually like to hear life experiences that relate to this proverb and all the previous proverbs we've been sharing. So please feel free to just drop a few lines, and also please subscribe and click on the notification bell so you don't miss our next quest into the wise world of African proverbs.